Hello guys, Dan here, and in today's video we're going to be having a look at the GeForce GTX 970. So just kind of plop it there on the desk. Yeah, so this is a Jetstream version, and my friend Ben did kind of decide to pick up the Palit Jetstream. Now, a lot of you guys, kind of ask, oh, is Jetstream a good brand? Is Palit a good brand? Sorry. Is brands like Zotac, typically a good brand to go for? Typically, my kind of answer is to just go with whatever, to be honest. You are paying for the chip, which is, in this case, the 970. Different companies, you're only really paying for a cooling solution, and unless you do some googling and a certain card has got really bad reviews, then I would kind of say not to get it. But typically, graphic card's a graphic card, and we're going to be kind of checking out the Jetstream and kind of seeing how it performs. I'm more kind of looking at how many frames per second we're going to be having in games. But one thing that I am also going to measure is the silence of a card, because as you can probably hear, my system doesn't make a noise, and I like my system to be incredibly quiet. And if this graphic card is really quiet, then I in the future will definitely look at the Jetstream kind of series of cards that Palit release in the future. So we're going to check this out, and going to show you some benchmarks just in a moment. Yeah, it's all good. So first up, guys, getting into the unboxing for the Palit Jetstream. First up, when you kind of open the kind of door for the product, you'll find a lot of information telling you why it's kind of better than the kind of competitors. So first off, I do want to say that the fans don't spin, so it has kind of a 0 decibel technology when the card's on the load. Yeah, you can connect 3 4K monitors, and to be honest, the rest of that's kind of marketing. Now, also on the left, you do get the card. You get a little window to have a look, and I will say, the card, it isn't exactly gold, which I thought it would have been, but it's it's pretty nice, and I like the look of it, to be honest. That's all good. So just taking this out of the box, you are prompted with the card here. So just having a look at the card, just going to take it out here. I also, the card does look nice. I will say, from looking at kind of other cards and me having, say, like a twin frozen version of the 770, this card isn't like really like. It physically doesn't feel as strong as some other cards. The shroud does feel a little bit plasticky. So I will say that, but this is one of the cheaper kind of 970s that you can get. So just looking at the card, it does look nice. I do like the design of the card, and just bear in mind that there are all the ports on the back, and that you do need 2 6-pin connectors to power the card. Now also in the box you get quite a few items. So first up, you do get a CD that's got your drivers and everything on there. That's all good. You also get a manual, just shows you kind of how to use the software for overclocking, how to install the card, etc. You also get one of these VGA to DVI adapters. There we are. Actually, it's DVI to VGA, that's it. And then you also get one of these connectors here. So this is 2 4-pin Molexes to a 6-pin, just in case that you don't have one of the 6 pins that's required. And then also, which I thought was a sticker, this is actually a tattoo. So feel free to put that Jetstream kind of logo on your head. That's all good. Now, in terms of installing the card, I went to install it and I was like, this won't go in. I was like, why is this? And I did kind of realize that I did need to take out my sound card, because this card isn't kind of dual width. This is actually 2.5 width, so it'll take up 2.5 slots. So I had to relocate my sound card. So there we are, just installing it, just go in, and I did move my sound card to the top. So it fits in there. But if you guys if you have sound cards and stuff where you can't relocate, you do need to take that into consideration. Now into the benchmarks, I did run Valid. This is one of the nice benchmarks that I like to use. You just load it up and click go, so that's all good. But via this benchmark, I did get 58.5 frames per second and a score of 2,448. The minimum frames per second on this was 31.6, sorry. And then the actual maximum FPS was 110 exactly. So it does perform pretty well. And just to kind of compare, my GTX 770 gets about 48 frames per second, so it's about 10 FPS more. So there we are. Just want to say that this was also running with an i7. Now into the 1080p game benchmarks. On Battlefield 4 we got 78 frames per second. On Bioshock Infinite, 122 frames per second. Crisis 3 we got 68 frames per second. And then on the Elder Scrolls v Skyrim, we've got 152 frames per second. So this card is, if you wanted to play at 1080p, 60 FPS plus across the board, and just perform pretty well. I will say the card stayed incredibly quiet throughout the tests. So there we are, guys. That was the the GTX 970, the 4GB card, the new card with the Maxwell architecture. So that's how it kind of performs. So yeah, just comparing that to my GTX 770, yeah, it's a little bit better than the 770, I will say that. I actually have two 770s in my machine, so yeah, it kind of beats one of these single cards, but this on its own, yeah, just kind of slap a 770, you know, just one of them cards. So yeah, if you're thinking you can pick up a 970, I would, yeah, recommend one. Very, very nice card, and yeah, the Palit Jetstream cooler is yeah, pretty damn nice. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. Please feel free to like, comment and also subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.